Good afternoon. It is almost 3 o'clock on Tuesday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? How's your work week going? Coffee open, e-smoke in hand. We good. So I just finished work and ran into the house. Told Monkey I was gonna go grab a coffee. His dad is gonna pick him up at like, he said 4, so probably more like 4:30. And I have no idea when he's coming home. I never get much information. And I was like, really, dude? Like, you're gonna, the freaking day of, I took out all these pork chops for everybody for dinner. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. They didn't stir my coffee. Oh, what a busy day. My goodness. I have a feeling we made up for a couple of people that have canceled in the last couple of days today. It was crazy. Oh, but tomorrow we're starting late. Probably around 20 to 9, something like that. 8:45. So I get to sleep in for a little bit tomorrow. That's nice. That's exciting. Then I'll be off on Thursday. So there's that. We had us a deep conversation on the drive home today. It was too busy and I was too tired for such a deep conversation. It actually kind of got me pissed off. The last client that we were cleaning for today is having like the whole family coming into town and like a whole bunch of them staying with them because somebody in the family is now trigger warning, and I'll try to remember to put a warning in my description, but they have opted for having a doctor end their life. We'll put it that way because YouTube. Which here in Canada is legal now. Has been for probably 8 or 9 years, I think. I think that became legal while I was in college for my personal support worker stuff. Because I remember it being a hot topic with all the medical students. So and yeah, I remember having that talk with my mom like years before when she was diagnosed with her stage 4 throat cancer. She had said flat out she was gonna fight, and fight she did. But she also told us, like, my brother and I were both her medical proxy. She told us she had a DNR in place and all this kind of stuff, and I had spoken to her about assisting with finalities before it was legal, and that was her thing. It's not legal, blah blah blah. And I said, no, it's not, but if that's what you want, put it in writing, and I will aid you in that should the time come. But I need something in writing because it would lessen my sentence. It would change the charges. But I told her I would happily go to jail for something like that. Abso-friggin-lutely. I said I'll make arrangements with Monkey's dad, and you know, my brother could take care of boo-boo for the short time he had left. He would have been starting high schools shortly, in the next couple of years anyway. You know, like, absolutely, hands down, I would, absolutely, not even a question. But then it became legal, and we had the discussion again, and she never gave an answer to me one way or the other. She just said she had her DNR in place, blah blah blah. So, and my boss was kind of taken aback, and she said, I said, well, it's legal now. And we were talking about this customer and his family member. And I said, well, she says, I've never heard of this before. And I said, well, it's legal now. And she said, since when? I said, like, a good 8 years? Like, that passed, I told her it passed when I was in college. She said, I had no idea. Had I known, because her mom died of cancer too. But she actually ended up in hospice, and it just sucks. It just sucks. And I said, well, she said, nobody told me. And I said, well, no, nobody's going to tell you. You need to ask the right person the right questions. Nobody's going to tell you that that's an option. It was an interesting conversation. Yeah, my boss was just blown away. She had no idea. I was like, well, yeah, learn something new every day. I said, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I said, but I would imagine that, you know, you would have to have some sort of paperwork in place, just like a DNR. You know, stating that if you reach a certain stage in an illness, this is what you want done. I would imagine it'd be right there in the treatment plan. It was a very interesting conversation. But maddening, because going back to everything that, you know, we went through with my mom and everything that my boss went through with her mom, I mean, it's just maddening. It's absolutely maddening. Yeah, not a way to end the day. Too deep. Lots of little deep conversations today, actually. We were talking about, well, I guess, was talking about, my boyfriend had texted me. He's been playing with the idea forever, you know, moving to buckfuck nowhere and living off the land and all that kind of happy horse shit, right? Whatever. You go do that. You go do that, mountain man. Well, the last few weeks, I guess, he has really been going off on, I mean, to the point where he's been looking at properties and stuff. Like, out in, like, Sudbury, Timmins, way the fuck up north, right? Where they have, now what was the term? There was a term for the type of land. I can't remember the term. But basically you can build without permits and, oh, that's going to bother me. I can't remember the name of the term. I don't know. Anyways, you can build without permits. You can build, you know, you buy X amount of land and you can build your home as big or as small as you want, whatever. Like, nobody gives a shit, right? It's not, oh, I can't remember the term. Anyways, and he sent me the link to this property, and it was like Timmins type, like way the fuck up north. And I texted him back, and I'm reading it, and it's like, okay, well, that sounds all well and good, but like, whatever, bro. The house that's on this land that he's looking at seems like it needs a lot of work. It doesn't sound like it has plumbing, because what I read as far as homeowner put in an outhouse, and I fucking stopped reading. I was like, yeah, whatever, bud. It's like, are you serious? Seriously. Like, seriously. He's like, whoa, they put a bathroom in. Like, okay. It's like, is this something you're honestly thinking about doing, or like, are you just like fucking around? I don't know, I'm not sure, blah, 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 like, all like that, right? And I'm thinking, is this why you went and got your firearms license so you can go hunting and like live off the land? Like, do you seriously think you can hunt enough that you can, like, whatever. Whatever, bro. I said, well, you want to move way the hell out there, you go and have a great time. I will not be coming to see you. I am not doing that kind of driving for anybody. I don't give a shit. Enjoy your life. It's good to know you. I will remember you fondly. I dropped it. Whatever. So I was venting to the girls today about it. My coworker says to me, you should find out what's going on and get that sorted and blah, blah, blah. Sitting around waiting for him, blah. You need to get on with your life. And I get on with my life. He's not impeding anything. I don't live with him. We're not married. Like, it's fine. He's got nothing to do with my kids. If he wants to, you know, go climb a mountain somewhere and live off the land, he's more than welcome to go do so. I just won't be having any part of it. And we'll just go our separate ways. Like, it's fine. Would I be sad? Yes. Would I miss him? Yes. Would I be absolutely devastated? Like, would my life as I know it change? Not at all. Not in the slightest. Just like, well, you know, you would need to move on with your life. I'm like, what do you mean move on? Like, my life doesn't change regardless. You're talking about dating. I don't date. I never really have. I am not somebody who needs to have a significant other or a friend with benefits even in my life. Like, it's fine. If I end up with a boyfriend or a friend with benefits or what, it just kind of happens. Like, I don't go looking. I don't go online date. Like, no. No. So I said, like, there's really nothing holding me back now. So, like, it's fine. If he wants to go do that, he can go do that, and I will enjoy the company that I have while I have it, and once he pieces out, okay, fine. And she's looking at me. She didn't understand at all. But, I mean, and she has said so herself, she's the type of person that needs somebody, right? She doesn't like to be alone. She doesn't want to be alone. She needs to have somebody. I have never been like that. It's nice. It's even better, in my opinion, when you don't live together. It's like, the arrangement that we have now is perfect for both of us. I'll come see you every now and again. You come see me every now and again, and it's all good. It's all good. In between, we live our lives, whatever, go see friends, go to work, what, like, it's all good. It's fine. I've been married, I've been common law. Living with other people that I'm not like legally or morally responsible for, no. No. And my boss is laughing. She's like, you're so jaded. Probably, yeah. She says, I don't guess. She says, you just feel that way because you haven't found the right person yet. And I said, well, it's possible, but I don't think so. She's like, I happen to like my husband. It's like, well, Mary, good for you. Like, I have lived with people my whole life. I went from living with my mother to living with my ex-husband to being on my own with my kids to Monkey's dad finagling his way into staying with me for a bit and back to just me and the kids. Like, I even lived with my current boyfriend for a year when he was going through some shit. It was like, just come stay, get on your feet, and then get the fuck out. Like, you ain't staying. He had a time frame and everything. And when his time frame was up, he was gone. Like, it was perfect. But I mean, I don't know what it's like to live on my own. I've never done it. I think it would be nice. To not be responsible for anybody other than yourself. Like, I think that would be amazeballs. What's that like? I have no idea. I don't know. It was an interesting day. It was a very interesting day. Oh dear. Anywho, I think I'm gonna boot. I want to be home before Monkey leaves, so I'm gonna run. So anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.